Oh, you're back.
Nope, I haven't left.
Excuse me.
Well, I suppose you could say I'm back from the basement. What's that? Sharp. Peter tampering with Braden's corpse is a crime and will alert the authorities. Okay.
Oh, you're back.
Just wanted to check the body. Right, let's see if we can find this drailing person. Right, I'm looking for some douchebag called Raylan. Where was that other inn? It's up there. Let's try up there. Oh god. Having a little trouble navigating the walkways. Oh, this place is nice. Very nice, actually. Hello!
Hello! Welcome to Bruma, stranger. Hafid Hollowleg. I'm your host at Gerald View. Bed, food, whatever you need.
I'll take one railing to go.
Ah, you mean that vampire hunter. He's staying over at Olav's Tap and Tack. It's near the city gates. You can't miss it.
Alright. Can you tell me anything interesting about Bruma?
Lyra Rosentia collects Akaviri artifacts. She might have a project in mind. Her house is west of the chapel.
West of the oh, okay. I might check that out. Any rumors?
Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Go ahead, keep it.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Just dump your trash on me, why not? Alright, Black Horse Courier. I could have picked one of those up myself. What have we got? Okay, I don't... Mesmerizing grip. Did I learn this? I did. Charm person. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I need some training. I'm not high enough level to use it. Oh, assassination. Here we go. Emperor Uriel Septim the 7th is dead at the age of 87, having ruled Tamriel for 65 years. He was killed by assassins unknown. At the same time, in separate locations, the last Emperor's 3 sons and heirs, Crown Prince Gildol, 56, Prince Enman, 55, Prince Ebel, not too sure how to say that, 53, were slain by other assassins. An investigation into the identity and motivations of the assassins is underway, but the Elder Council, Imperial Guard and Blades Guard have forbidden the publication of reports and rumours concerning the events until further notice. Well, obviously they want to make sure that you're giving out the right information. By ancient president the elder by ancient president the Elder Council rules the Empire until a new emperor is crowned. No direct heir survives, that's a lie, and the council has proposed no list of candidates. Chancellor Okato, Imperial Battle Mage, speaking for the Elder Council, presented an appeal to the Empire citizens for claim and asked that the people remember the Emperor, his sons, and the Elder Council in their prayers. Well, a little selfish on the end there, dude, but yeah. Emperor Uriel's early reign was marked by peace and prosperity. The Empress Kola Voraya bore him 3 healthy sons, was a loving companion to the Emperor, and a great favourite of the people. However, the Emperor and the Empire suffered terribly during the Imperial Simulacrum. Third Era 389 to 399. 11 years. When he was held captive in Oblivion, while the usurper Jagar Tharn assumed his appearance and ruled in his stead. Emperor Uriel was finally rescued and restored, and the impostor defeated by the agent of the sorceress Rhea Silmain and her shadowy protege. But the affairs of the Empire were in great disorder, and Empress Kola Voria, exhausted by her ordeal, withdrew from public life. The decades following the Restoration were once again peaceful and prosperous, but increased political tension among the petty states of northwest Tamriel finally erupted in the War of the Iliac Bays, resulting in the establishment of the modern borders of Daggerfall, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Orsinium, and culminating with the remarkable events associated with the warp in the west. The later years of the Emperor's reign have seen a flourishing of imperial influence in the provinces, and with the fortunate resolution of the religious wars of the Vardenfell crisis, and with the wise and firm guidance of King Helseth and his mother, Queen Berenziah, an extension of high imperial culture even into the more remote parts of Morrowind. The Emperor's murder and the murder of his 3 sons is a terrible crime and a great tragedy for the Empire. Battlemage Okato assures us that all the resources of the Elder Council, the Legion, the Guard, the Arcane University, and the Imperial Battle College are being employed to bring the assassins to justice. But in the meantime, the greatest tribute we citizens can offer to the memory of our beloved Emperor is to go earnestly and diligently about our daily affairs, honouring the life of the great Empire, he loved so much and served so faithfully for so long. Yeah. Right. Down to the tap and whatever the hell it's called. Which I believe is that building down there.
Head on.
Frostcrag Spire has been uninhabited for so long. They say it was as wondrous as the arcane university itself.
Uh-huh.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Dibs.
I've heard that the Nords of Skyrim have been warring.
The tap and tack. Okay,
You get any closer, and I'll turn your bones to ash.
What can I do for you today?
Raynil. I'm looking for Raynil.
I usually don't give out that kind of information, especially to people I don't know.
Oh, didn't you know we're friends?
Yes?
Okay. Yeah, he likes these. Okay. Let's do...
Good one. You're full of whatever. Was that supposed to be a compliment?
I guess.
You're full of it. I'm not whatever you want. Yes, whatever you say. Blah, blah. Not bad. Was that supposed to be a compliment? No more. You're frightening me. I doubt you really mean that. You're... Good one. Yes, whatever you say. You're pathetic. Not bad. I'm not buying that one. No more. You're frightening me. Don't be silly. I accept. I have no choice. You're full of it. Sure. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? Whatever you're pathetic.
Really screwing this up.
I'm not buying that one. No more. You're frightening me. I doubt you really mean that. Sure, that's cute. I accept. I have no choice. Was that supposed to be a cop? You're a big fat liar. You're pathetic. I'm not buying that one. Yes, whatever you... That's a bit excessive, don't you think? You're pathetic. Thank you. That'll get... Every little bit helps. All right, I get it.
Alright, let's talk Raynil.
Raynil's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Brayden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
Shh. Back off.
You back off.
Oh, hello.
Alright. Well, he's not here. What the heck? Yeah. I had to shut the door and I pulled up my bow. Okay, what do I have? Mate. Okay. Oh. Hello. Discovered a small journal in Raylan's room at the inn. It seems he was part of a group of adventurers who uncovered the artifact of some sort from some alien ruin. They all agreed to stash the artifact in a cave until more research could be done about it. Each of them took a key to the chest It was secured, and the two other members of the group were Braden and someone called Gelliborn. I need to find out more about Gelliborn to confirm my suspicions about Raylan. Olav may be able to help. Okay. The 8th day has passed and still there's no sign of the artifact. We've covered most of the remainder of the outer guard tower and scoured the crumbling gatehouse ruins, but not one clue has arisen as to where it may have been buried. It's quiet out there, as if the ruins were paying respects to the alien inhabitants that disappeared here long ago. We haven't encountered anything hostile, but if we do, I think we're ready. The Brotherhood's been in worse shape before. Braden paid good money for the information as to our treasure's whereabouts, and I hope it doesn't turn out to be yet another fiasco. This morning our camp was set upon by some bandits who were protecting what they claimed was their territory. Considering that we were outnumbered 3 to 1, we did very well. Only Raynal suffered a small wound, but that was easily healed by a potion that Braden had thoughtfully brought with him on our expedition. After getting rid of the bandit's corpse, we set out to tackle the largest part of the ruin. The remains of the Great Keep, 2 of the walls of the once mighty structure were collapsed, scattering the telltale whitish rock, so typical of alien architecture in this part of Tamriel. This made our assault on the ruins difficult, as many of the larger chunks of wall were far too heavy for us to move. Braden suggested that we search the centre of the building's foundation for any underground entrances, which was typical for this type of keep. His guess paid off, and after several hours of backbreaking work, we managed to clear an opening just large enough for us to squeeze through and enter an ancient stairwell leading down into the ground. We decided to wait until morning light to begin our descent into the depths of the ruins. After a restless sleep, all of us were quite excited at the prospect of what might lie ahead. Eagerly, we dipped our torches in fresh container of pitch, lit them, and entered the inky blackness of the stairwell. The stair was choked with dust and fine grit, a sign that no one had entered this portion of the ruins in a very long time. We became excited, as that meant no other tomb robber had gotten there before us. The stairwell eventually levelled out into a corridor of sorts that snaked its way to the north. As we carefully walked along and scanned the floor and walls very carefully for any type of traps, tripwires, or pressure plates. Such was my speciality. The Iliad were well known for their cunning traps, protecting their tombs, and I wasn't taking any chances. Yeah, that's an understatement. I've been in a few of those Iliad ruins. Braden, the scholar of the Brotherhood, was getting more and more excited as we traversed the passage. He was translating the wall carvings and was becoming certain that we had finally found the true location of our prize. After walking for several more minutes, we were overjoyed to see what we were hoping to see. The hallway ended at a metal door with the carving of a spider upon it. Now came the true test of Braden's information. The door supposedly had a puzzle lock. By pulling the spider legs in a certain combination, it would unlatch. The wrong combination would spell our deaths, perhaps triggering a collapse of the hallway or some other equally deadly trap. With a shaky hand, I pulled the legs one by one in the order I had memorized. The 6th, then the 1st, then the 2nd one, the 8th one, and finally the 1st again. That is a weird combination for an animal with 8 legs. Although I suppose if you use one of the legs twice, it adds an extra layer of security, I guess. I closed my eyes as there were a few loud clicks, and then the door popped open. We all breathed a sigh of relief. Pushing open the door, I looked in at a huge room with a pedestal at the centre. Sitting on the pedestal, illuminated by a shaft of sunlight from a tiny hole in the ceiling, was our prize. The floor was covered in a huge mosaic of a sterilized spider, all 8 of its legs coming to a point and ending up at the door entrance. This was the last of the traps the aliens left behind to protect their treasure. Again, if it hadn't been for Braden's skill at acquiring information, we may never had known how to solve this last line of defense. I instructed Braden and Raylan to remain at the entrance and to tie a rope around my waist in case of a sudden pitfall. Carefully, I began to walk on the darkened tiles that formed the 3rd leg of the spider. Sweat beaded on my forehead as the pathway made by the tiny pieces of ceramic was very narrow at the start, and one slip could mean instant death. But death never arrived. The information had been correct, and I was able to make it to the pedestal and secure the artifact. Quickly as possible, we made our way back and out into the daylight. Once again, the Brotherhood was triumphant, and it was time to return home. At the tavern that night, we decided to make a pact. We would stash the artifact in a cave not far from Bruma until we researched it further. An item of its magnitude could be very dangerous if mishandled, and we certainly didn't want to sell it without understanding its true value. Braden agreed to contact a local cooper to construct a chest with 3 locks. Each of us would hold a key to one of the locks, so none would have access to the artifact without the others being present. For the rest of the evening, we drank merrily and sang many a song of adventures past and adventures to come. Well, I guess Grieg got the better of someone.
Hello!
Hello, Olav.
What can I do for you today?
You knew Braden, right?
I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder.
Yeah, you and me both, dude. It really is starting to sound like Raynil just get greedy. You haven't heard anything about Galaborn, have you?
Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynil told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Galaborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment.
Any idea where Raynell might be now?
And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much.
Alright. What can you tell me about Bruma?
The Countess is Heartland Nibbanean, and so are most guildsmen and chapelmen, but most others are as Nordish as you'll find.
Alright. Thank you very much, dude. You've been very
Just
helpful.
look for me if you need anything else.
Yep. Okay, I guess I should go and tell the guard captain with the weird eyes what I've found. So far. Yeah. Report in, as it were.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're back.
Curious.
So, any new revelations in your, investigation?
You mean other than the fact that you have very weird, creepy eyes? Yeah, I found a journal by somebody called Gilliborn.
How'd you know about that? Too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelliborn was killed by Raynell not too long ago. Gelliborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gelliborn was not a vampire?
I told you, dude, I found his journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynell have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynell from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olav's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
You alright? How you doing, Erlin?
Do you have any more questions? I'm afraid I know little more.
Did your husband ever mention somebody called Gilliborn?
Yes. I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Raynell.
Yeah. Finally jogged your memory, yeah? Heard any rumors?
The Mythic Dawn have been leaving notes in Talos Plaza. I hope no one believes their lies.
Okay, then.
I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Oh, you're right. You are absolutely right. We're gonna go and figure this out. Okay. Well, I have an hour to kill, and people keep mentioning a seeking your roots. Frostcrag Spire. Yeah. Okay. Off to the east.
It's you. Hi.
Hi. I get some time to kill. Let's go and see what's happening up there. Alright, canvas. Ready for some mountain climbing? Hope so. Oh, wait a minute. No, it was... So what? I think that's up there. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I think that's over there. That feels like the right direction according to the map. It's a tree, dude. Unless you're gonna take out an axe and cut it down, you're gonna have to go around it. Okay. Let's see. I suppose this path will lead around to it. What? Oops. No, that seems to go down. I need to be going up. Canvas, can we not do the whole I'm gonna go backwards thing? Okay. Oh my god, this is steep. Go on, Canvas, you can do it. Go on. You can get up there. Oh, slow down. Don't gallop. I don't want to go flying off the mountain, dude. Okay, can I get through here? Yes. Ooh. Okay. I found a camp. It's a little disturbing, to say the least. Food, nice. Well, that's one way to preserve it, I guess. Just bury it in some snow. What do we have over here? We've got grey robes. They worth anything? No. We have a sack with a plate, a worthless plate, and oh god! Oh, hello! Apparently my feet were telling my head there's a whole load of stuff in that barrel. Alright, well, let's just have a look around and make sure we're alone. Oh, there's a ridge over there. Okay. Is Canvas following me? No. Okay, good. I want him to stay where I left him for right now. Okay. Oh, there's a bridge down here. And there's a wolf down there. Oh, I was half expecting that to be a flare. I forgot a button of lightning, but I cannot hit that for shit. I'm too far away. Alright, where does this go? That goes down the mountain. Which is not where I want to go. I just want to make sure there's nobody hanging around anywhere. And get rid of that wolf. Where'd he go? Oh, there you are. Got him. Don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I got him. Oh. Nice. Okay, we should probably check round the back. Oh, there's another bridge down there. So I was right in thinking there are paths up here, I just decided to go mountain climbing. Fair enough, I guess. Oh yeah, that goes right the way down. Right, let's just quickly check round the back. No, I want to be higher up. See if I go this way. Heck was that? Oh, another camp. Gorgeous view of the city from up here. We have a chest with 10 gold, a silver urn, folded cloth, and the front door key. Okay, now I'm really starting to think there's somebody around here. Oh, this fire's been burned out for a while. Where did I leave canvas? He's down here, right? I know I could just whistle for him, but yeah, there he is. Canvas. Come on, buddy. Wrong way. Did I just... Yes, I did. Nope, don't unequip that and always change back and be prepared. Okay, canvas. Wait there, buddy. Okay. All right. Oh. Yeah. I know I have a habit of talking to myself, but I generally don't state the obvious. All right. Okay. See what's going on in here.